Get ready to enter the fighting pits. The Mace and Flail is a tavern combined with a gladiatorial arena, and the home field champion is the Berserker, a mute brute of a man who makes mincemeat out of everyone who steps foot into his domain. Up until fairly recently, the Berserker was a brutal but fair fighter. If an opponent yielded, the Berserker would back down. But no longer. Now the Berserker smashes to death anyone who dares challenge him. Not only that, homes in the area have started to get smashed in the night, leaving no survivors. Coincidence? Well, the proprietors of the Mace and Flail aren't in too much of a hurry to get to the bottom of it, as blood is business and business is booming. Want to know the spoilery truth? Well, stay tuned as we take a look at Epic Encounters, local legends, the Berserker Encounter. Enhance and improve your 5e games today with Hit Point Press. Explore the cute but deceptively deep campaign setting of Humblewood, where a new threat imperils the peace between the humble folk and the bird folk. Or enhance your 5e games with animated spell, condition, and townsfolk cards. Add a slew of creative and gorgeously illustrated magical items with the Griffin Saddlebag. And face innovative new bosses each month with their series of big bads. Learn more today at Hit Point Press by using our link in the corner or down below. Inside the box, we have our Hulky Berserker Mini, along with 3 floating sword minis, which could be used later as a spiritual weapon, along with our single-sided 16 by 22 inch map and the adventure booklet. So what is going on with our Berserker here? Well, I can tell you that the Berserker is a human, but we don't get any real information about his background. But he does have a piece of magical equipment, his Minotaur helmet, which gives him increased stats and some special abilities. More on that in a moment. Unfortunately, it is also cursed, and whittles away at the wearer's conscience and empathy the longer he or she wears it. And that's why we are seeing the increased hostility. One of the abilities granted by the helmet is the ability to conjure these floating blades, which do have their own stat blocks. So unlike a spiritual weapon, they can be attacked and destroyed, but they can also harry an opponent and ping a flanking bonus if that is a rule that you use at your table. Most of these adventures feature a section on locating the big bad. That's not so much of an issue here. He has a set fighting time at the arena, and say what you will about someone who brutally murders people, at least he's punctual. So instead, in this act of the story, the players can question the bar patrons and learn more about his fighting techniques to gain advantages in the combat encounter, and hopefully they can get some clues as to the nature of his power and that curse. The eventual battle takes place in the Mace and Flail's battle arena here. The Berserker is held in the cage on the left side, and the heroes enter from the right. The magic of this cursed helmet has suffused the walls near the Berserker's cage, so anyone in that area is susceptible to his rage influence. There are weapon racks against the walls if you need something, and that Minotaur helmet also emits a gas that can afflict one person, knocking them unconscious and locking them into a maze in their own mind. This is where the Rage Minotaur resides. Each round, they have to roll on a table to see what happens to them in the maze, and not all the rolls are bad news. The combat can obviously end by killing the Berserker, but the heroes can also wound him badly enough where they're able to forcefully remove the helmet from his head, and then they have to decide what they want to do with it and the person they find inside. Another fun little adventure here for those players who enjoy a little combat adventure. I'm not usually a fan of an ability that knocks someone out in the combat altogether, but the head maze here does offer some role-playing options and giving the players a chance to discover what is really going on with that cursed helmet so they can find that elusive best ending. Epic Encounters Local Legends Berserker Encounter is available now for between $22 and $25. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. If you're looking to supplement your adventure for free, you can check out our collection of 5e and Pathfinder goodies over at bonfirebites.com or on our social media pages. There you can find the Weakening Blade, which helps you exploit the weaknesses of your enemy. If you're in the mood for something a bit more wholesome, check out Humblewood and Humblewood Tales from our good buddies over at Hit Point Press. Beautiful setting and some great storytelling. For now, though, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.